vagina and like some of the enemies and some plot elements and nothing else. We're gonna do everything else ourselves. You know, it's weird. Because Ultraman, people complain about Ultraman being nostalgia pandering. It really only does it in like aesthetics. Like it doesn't really do it in plot elements or characters. You know, it's a whole thing.
Well, anyways, hello everybody and welcome to Modular Components. This is a show where we talk about things and stuff. Hi, I'm a guy who talks about things and stuff. My name is the Vacuuminator. There's also another guy who talks about things and stuff on occasion. It's Boingo Rider.
Hello there.
And Buster is here to discuss a thing and a stuff as well.
Yeah, JoJo. I kid. I'm not gonna annoy Zach today.
Guys, just suddenly you hear me running down the stairs and my car starting up.
Oh God, no! Just like not even to run towards me, just to run like away from this podcast.
I just drop into the ocean. Snowcone 83 is also here this week. What are you gonna say that'll make me drive away, buddy?
My personal opinions on the Confederate flag are as follows.
Oh, buddy.
Just kidding. Cody's probably more liberal than most of us.
No, it's just funny because, like, it's just the implication of the southernness, you know.
Yeah, the accent does make it hit.
That was a good bit.
So boys, what happened this week?
Should we rip the Band-Aid off?
I think you don't care about FAQ happened this week, but I think Buster and Snowcone and I have interest in talking about it.
Alright, let's rip the Band-Aid off. The game that happened, it was mid, but like there was some cool stuff revealed.
No more games! I love this show!
I'm never ready to get back.
Be mid, but for me, there was two so painfully on-brand things for me, and it happened on my birthday. I didn't even know what to do with myself.
Things.
There's a new Transformers game coming. That did make me pretty happy.
It looks shit.
So,
you look like shit.
Oh.
You haven't even seen the game, Buster.
Well, that's why the reveal was shit. That was like the worst way to reveal there's a new Transformers game coming at you on Fridays.
The reveal was literally just that a new Transformers game is coming.
And it seems to be the post-apocalyptic Earth. That's
it
the
literally
premise.
looks like the opening of Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, it doesn't. Stop being hyperbolic.
I don't
What
even
were you
know
about
that
to say?
Shut up, nerd.
What were you saying, Snow?
Oh, I was going to say that, I don't know, I think the announcement is enough, and that might just be because I've been waiting for a Transformers game since, man, it's hard to even remember. Oh, well, yeah, Devastation was good. I always forget about Devastation. That's unfair of me to do. But
Devastation's my favorite
Cybertron
one.
and Fall of Cybertron, those games were truly something else at a time that nothing like that
We're
existed.
gonna get a re-release of those games, and that sucks.
They truly were the last video games that were ever made because I played them and then gave up on video games, not because they were bad.
Devastation, man. Oh, come on, this guy.
I wanted to play Devastation, but it wasn't on anything I owned, and I wasn't about to buy a $300 box to play one game.
You didn't have a PS3 or Xbox?
No!
Bro,
Dude, my last console was the fucking Wii.
Then how did you play the last two, those last two Transformers games before Devastation?
PC.
Oh, PC. Oh yeah, Devastation got delisted.
Yeah.
Freaking.
But, so here's a little niche side rant about video games. Not a lot of people like this game that I'm about to mention, but me and my friend Jake were the only people who played it, and I bought it on its release. That game was called Brink, and
isn't that the first-person shooter with the dude with yellow accents?
Yeah,
it was like
the
the first joke game I ever knew about on the internet. Like, I remember, this is probably going to give some people crazy flashbacks, but I remember when I was getting into the creatures back in the day, that game was like their punching bag of like the most current, everybody knows this game is shit game.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it because it had a lot of problems, and like there would be an issue with like a lot of people just like repeating their dialogue.
Yeah.
But me and Jake would just play it together, and that game's aesthetic I loved, and so did he, more than anything else. Like the world they built and the aesthetic, I just absolutely loved it, and it's still like one of my favorite like video game worlds. And the characters and the customization are what like grabbed me and like never let me go. I have 3 fucking copies. I buy a copy of it every time I see it in a secondhand store because it's always a fucking dollar. Like it's always like $1 or $2. So I'm just like, well, no one else will fucking buy this, and I know it's literal trash. So let me just grab it.
Brink is your fling smash.
But that game was made by Splash Damage. The game they made after Brink was even worse because it had really bad microtransactions, but they've made some like okay games.
I'm looking at the games they developed right now. So let's see. They did the multiplayer for Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Enemy Territory, the multiplayer mode for Doom 3, Enemy Territory, Quake Wars, Brink, Rad Soldiers. They did the multiplayer mode for Batman Arkham Origins, Dirty Bomb.
Dirty Bomb was
the game you were talking about. Tempo. And then they did Gears of War Ultimate Edition, the multiplayer for Gears of War 4, the multiplayer for Gears of War 5.
Boingo, it's called Gears 5. Get it right.
That is actually kind of well, I mean, the Transformers games rumored to be 4-player co-op, which is honestly, it's kind of my preferred play style of video games to play with friends.
Maybe if it's free to play, I'll give it a shot.
I hope to fucking please don't wish that.
Okay, no, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, games are getting
single-player campaign.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the co-ops usually is it's a campaign that you just play with other people.
Okay.
Because I wasn't sure if it was going to be like a campaign like game or if it was going to be like a multiplayer, just everyone fights each other.
Also, it's a new baddie. I'm looking at the press release. New project claims Transformers Reactive will allow players to fully immerse themselves in the universe like never before, and will have the option to play as some of their favorite characters from the franchise as they fight the Legion.
Ooh, they're gonna fight that weird tentacle bug thing from the Gamera movies.
I just think there's a chance for it to be interesting. Like, for one, I would like. I literally was like about to fall asleep. I forgot the Game Awards were even happening. So I was like about to fall asleep, and like my birthday was a really good day. It was probably one of the best birthdays I've ever had, truthfully. And right at the end of it, I'm like falling asleep, and I'm like, holy fuck! There's a new Transformers game trailer. How did I not know about this? And then it's like gonna be like a serious tone, like multiplayer, where like most of the Transformers are dead. Like that's insane. That's insane to think that like we would get that ever again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do we need it? I don't know. It's nice to have another Transformers game on the horizon.
You need to be alive?
Aw, dang. I'm sorry, I'm so pessimistic.
Any of the games that are being released?
Interested in a decade, goddammit.
Yeah, Transformers hype has never been as crazy as it is now, I think, maybe.
Yeah, because we got Rise of the Beasts coming. We got all kinds of good Generation toys popping off. Earthspark went over really well, and now this game. Oh my god. It's gonna be Year of Robots next year.
Also, you forgot we're probably getting some new comics from like a new publisher soon.
Yeah, that's right. By the way, let's fucking sidetrack for a minute because you weren't here last week. Snowcone, blaver about Rise of the Beast trailer for 10 minutes.
For one, immediate hype. It's so good to feel excited for like a movie again because I'm not really like ultra hype for a lot of the Marvel movies anymore. I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure I'll enjoy that. I love the Marvel movies. That'll be fine. And that's usually how I am for them. I was so hyped for fucking Bumblebee, and Chris can attest to like the insane experience I had whenever Bumblebee just fucking starts because I grabbed his arm.
Oh yeah,
I gasped and just like gripped his arm because I had never been. It was like somebody turned on the like fucking shit that you're interested in generator and just pointed the beam directly into my eyelids, and I couldn't fucking handle it. Like, I didn't know what to react, so my body spazzed out. And, like, just like the first 5 minutes of Bumblebee is incredible, and it seems like they're focusing on the robots. Fantastic. All the robot designs look amazing to me. I don't even care. Like, I understand there's a lot of people who are complaining about Wheeljack looking different, and I remember complaining about how Mirage is a Porsche. And yeah, I get that. People are like, that should be Jazz. I get that argument of it. But at the same time, like, Legacy has kind of made me think, I'm like, you know what? I don't mind seeing, as long as, like, the flavor is correct, as long as it's not, like, Bayverse Jazz to classic Jazz, like, they need to have the same proper flavor, but he doesn't always need to be the same car. I don't mind seeing, like, Yellow Hot Shot and then, Cybertron Defense Hot Shot. I think that kind of shit's interesting, and it's kind of like the same way for that. So I don't mind seeing Mirage as a Porsche because it still looks interesting, and he uses abilities, but I'm far more interested in Wheeljack in this movie because he is one of my all-time favorite vehicles, and there's straight up never been a fucking Transformer that turns into a hippie van.
Mm-hmm. And I just remembered last week Boingo flipped out when I told him that was Wheeljack.
Because here's the thing, that's not the same vibe because his original vehicle is a rally racer.
No, it's nowhere close to the same vibe, but it gets a pass on me because I have a personal bias for that vehicle.
Yeah, I know.
I am interested to see how they play the character, but we will see. We're gonna see what they choose to do with that.
What if they made a Volkswagen bus just rallied? Just make it a rally car.
We already see what the bus looks like. We just haven't seen what the robot mode looks like.
The thing is, I never think of Wheeljack as like a fast car boy because I just think of him as scientist experiment man. So whenever people bring up to me that like his alt mode is one very specific rally car from the 70s, I'm like, what? Okay.
One of the most legendary rally cars, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it just doesn't register to me until somebody brings it up.
But that's because you're not really like into vehicles and a car guy. You're not really like a car person, and I'm obsessed with them. But...
And I just have a really soft spot for rally. I like rally cars. They fucking look cool.
No, I mean of course they do. They're fucking amazing. And
was that rally car a Type B?
Yeah.
It was Type B? Holy shit. That makes it better.
I think it was it was before the Audi Quattro, I think. Which is like the most legendary rally car, probably. No. The most legendary rally car is actually going to be the Subaru.
The Subaru. That Subaru. Group B. Group B is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. I think he was skids and alternators. I might be wrong. No, skids and alternators was a Scion Xbox. Smokescreen and alternators turns into that exact car. Anyways, I think my favorite detail about the trailer is Cheetor's fucking robot mode is the Beast Machine's robot mode. That is so insane. Nobody likes Beast Machines.
I didn't even notice that.
People talk so much shit about Beast Machines, and I love those designs so much. Like, so much. I love those more than Beast Wars designs, legitimately.
Whoa.
I like that Optimus Prime more than I like Optimus Primal. Like, and I know it's a little bit of nostalgia because like that was like one of my early Transformers series, and I had a lot of those toys. And the Commander class like Cheetor, I always thought looked like crazy. But to see that like his head and his body style is the same in this, like I don't know what they're doing, but like they're doing it right. Like they're playing on like. They're pulling on strings from like all different parts of the lore for this, like they are with like Legacy. It's like the same kind of vibe almost, It's like because like all of the transformations,
they're not even fighting Predacons. They're fighting some new mercenary faction.
Yeah, which will probably be revealed to be like just whatever. I think
Megatron again, bro.
No, I hope not.
Yeah, me too.
Scourge looks incredible. He looked like fucking crazy.
Scourge and freaking Battletrap looks so interesting, man. I hope to God they get more than 2 lines of dialogue.
Oh, I think they're gonna be fighting for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice to see a return of the other enemies from Bumblebee, but also like there's a lot of like one-to-one references to the Beast Wars cartoon and animation. Like the Rhinox screaming is pulled directly from like the intro, and they brought back one of the original voice actors to not play the character. But if I'm not mistaken, I think the characters he actually plays aren't even in the show.
Yeah, they aren't.
But I don't know. I'm excited. Task accomplished. I've talked about that trailer.
Great. All right, get back to your video game bullshit, guys.
I guess that would be
What was the other thing? Because it was the Transformers. You said there was two things that
Armored
got you
Core.
interested. What?
Armored Core.
Oh, Armor Core.
Oh yeah, Armor Core. Yeah, okay. I'm excited because I want to get into that
Please tell me
franchise.
what
I don't have an
the fuck Armor
excuse.
Core is.
Okay,
Okay,
hey,
so you know
Matt,
the Dark Souls dev?
Yeah, it's the Dark Souls devs like original baby.
Yeah, it's their original hit franchise.
And there hasn't been a new one in fucking forever. And
Yeah.
that game was kind of responsible for like a resurgence of people giving a fuck about mechs.
Like they made the last one they
Is
made.
this the game that had like the ridiculously complicated cockpit simulator
that's Steel
control
Battalion.
thing?
That's Steel Battalion.
Okay.
It's so funny because I had my friend Josue over yesterday and he said the same shit. He's like, "Oh, is that the game?" And like, he doesn't even fucking play video games, and he said that. I was like,
"That was legendary, dude. I want that thing."
It is crazy. It does look cool.
No, it's definitely going to be an interesting experience because that game got announced, and then you saw all the Soulsborne like sleeper agents go like Armor Core, hell yeah! And it's just like, what the fuck? Where'd you all come from?
Yeah, and it's crazy, dude. They're the game they released this year.
Yeah, that's right. I remember hearing people who were into Soulsborne talk about wanting to go back and play those all the time.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I can't wait to go back and play them. If only I know it's gonna be hard on like computers because one, my computer isn't working, and two, they're all like old ass games and with no like modern re-releases. So
yeah.
Emulate
What games
times.
were you interested as far as the trailers and announcements?
Hades 2. I'm really excited about that. I love the first Hades, and it's like this is the first super giant sequel they're doing. And excited to go back to like that universe with like new characters. Yeah, it's gonna be very fun. Now it's like as someone put it, the trans masks have had their turn. Now it's the trans femmes.
The controller is $275 minimum on eBay.
For Steel Battalion?
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes.
So the other game I'm excited for is the new Star Wars Jedi.
Oh yeah, I just bought Fallen Orders because of that reveal, and I'm like, I can't wait to I'm actually kind of like that got me interested in this section of the Star Wars universe because I'm like, okay, I wasn't really like on board because EA, but now I'm like, okay, here are all these good reviews. This trailer looks cool. I'm gonna delve into it.
I'm sure the game will be good. People have told me the first one is good, but like that trailer honestly seemed kind of meh to me.
I have the first game. I haven't played it yet, but
I can tell you one thing about it that it really showed off that probably wouldn't convey too well to you, Vac. They really show off all of the new gameplay elements in this. All of the new like force abilities and like saber gameplay compared to the old one. And like a lot of that just kind of seems like action sequences, but it's like showing off like this is the shit you could do in the game and in the world.
Also, the world is much bigger than the first game. Like, there's like a bit more there's a bit more legroom to explore in.
Yeah.
I saw something that the actor who's playing the main character took inspiration from Kyle Katarn.
Yeah, and he's got a little bounty hunter friend, little smuggler dude. That's gonna be interesting.
I'm trying to think of any other like there was no the only other big things I could think of is like the Street Fighter 6 and the Tekken 8 trailers that happened.
For
well,
me,
those are great trailers, but like they kind of just expanded on what we already kind of knew and just like show more characters and get us more excited and give us a bit more info.
But DJ looks awesome.
Yeah, DJ got a big glow up, and I'm also really excited for Manon.
Did you guys see the trailer for that Crime Boss game?
No.
It's called like Crime Boss or something like that. It's got a bunch of fucking actors in it playing video game characters. It's mocap with their faces in it, but like
I have not seen anything about that game. Sorry.
It's like very interesting. It's called like Crime Boss or some shit like that.
Well, speaking of actors in video games, Death Stranding 2 is happening.
Yeah.
And apparently Kojima had to rewrite the script like 3 times.
I look forward to the new Churches song.
They're not doing a song for it. As far as I'm aware.
Nothing about this game.
Troy Baker did a song for the trailer.
That's weird. Is he like a Christian rock song person?
No, Troy Baker is a guy in the game.
I know who Troy Baker is. I'm just like, he just kind of struck me as a guy who would, like, if he does songs, it's probably Christian rock.
It was kind of
Why?
like a country song.
Yeah,
White
no, it's a
guy.
folk song.
Troy Baker is a pretty white name, I'll admit.
Yeah. Sorry, fellas.
But that doesn't involve what the I don't whatever.
Sorry, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Boingo. I'm sorry.
No, it's just it's weird to hear because my town literally has a Christian radio station in it. So I distinctly know the difference between the two genres.
Fair. I mean, I know he didn't I didn't really listen to the music of the I'm just more thinking about like if Troy Baker sings, I predict it's Christian rock. That's my.
That's not a bad I'd say it's a fair assumption. Like for example, like in the Star Was Born thing, like that country song, that Christian-y country song that Bradley whatever Bradley Cooper sang for it. It'd be the kind of the same vibe you'd expect when looking at Troy Baker, but
Yeah,
the music
sorry about that.
I was not surprised. Like I could recognize it was him, and I thought it was cool.
Also, Castlevania DLC for like freaking Dead Souls. That surprised me.
Oh, Dead Cells?
Cells, not Dead Souls. Why did I say Dead Souls? Well, like Dead Cells. Like they put the Castlevania characters like Richter and like that's really cool. Because I'm like, okay, Konami's actually open to putting Castlevania, like crossing over Castlevania. Just they don't want to make a new Castlevania. Which is like probably for the best, but like it's still a bit upsetting.
I'm looking at the trailer for Crime Boss you were talking about, Cody, and it's we're now at the point where 90s can be a time period it can be a period piece now.
Yeah,
Danny Trejo's in the game.
a lot of people are in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And when am I getting my Danny Trejo Black series? When's that gonna happen?
Also, Michael Rooker.
That's who I was thinking of.
Who you will know as Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I know who Michael Rooker is.
I am aware of actor names.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 16 got a big trailer, though my excitement for it has significantly decreased because of what the director has said about his approach to race in the game. Basically, it's like it was similar to what Tim Burton said about black people in his movies, and it was a bit yikes.
I haven't heard that Tim Burton quote. Thanks for bringing it to my attention.
Sorry.
Well, here's the thing about the Tim Burton quote. His direct quotation was directly along the lines of like, they don't fit my visual aesthetic, which A is a cop out and B is like, no.
Nah, that's racism, sorry.
Yep.
I'm like, they said something similar about like black people not falling into like his like their like fantasy, which is like, really? I mean, that seems very misguided.
Here's the thing. It seems like they're trying to make a very atypical sword and sorcery Western fantasy, and historically those have been racist.
That? Did they really have to mention that?
I mean, if he got egged on by the interviewer.
Yeah.
They say the quiet part out loud.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's. I mean, like the rest of the game looks cool, but also I'm probably gonna buy it secondhand.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I don't give a fuck about Final Fantasy, but
more like Final Fallacy. Am I right?
Speaking of Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy 15 team is making Forspoken, and apparently the demo sucks. No surprise there. Like, literally, the best part about Final Fantasy 15 is everything other than the gameplay, and Forspoken is mostly like the gameplay side of the Final Fantasy 15 team, not the actual like people who wrote the story and character design. So that's why it looks so ass.
Well, I mean, wasn't the gameplay also used in Stranger's Paradise?
No, Strangers of Paradise was Team Ninja.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and like that plays way better. That plays like a Souls-like, like a bit like Neo, specifically.
You know what? Okay, fucking contentious thing. I think I know what the genre is for Souls-like. We don't have to just say Souls-like. If you want a genre name for it.
All right.
It's a stamina action game.
I like that.
Because the primary gameplay loop is based around
stamina.
Stamina and your actions responding to it.
Yeah, you hit it right on the nail. Yeah, so the Game Awards minus the ending part was like kind of boring. You got some cute bits like Animal and like a few of the award speeches, but also it's just just like kind of like the visual presentation. Like even if the Game Awards was cringe, at least they had some kind of like exciting presentation to them. This year kind of felt boring. Like even games I was excited for, I forgot I was excited for them because I was just so bored by the entire show. I don't know how to describe it.
It's capitalism commercials. That's it.
Yeah, but they kind of did a poor job hiding that this time around.
Yeah, no, it's just they didn't hide it. And honestly, you should be thankful that they didn't hide it because now you're not just sequestered into hype and getting into buying games you don't need or want.
Yeah, but like even like the games I'm really excited for, games I know I'm gonna like, I didn't feel excited about them. So that's just it's a weird thing. It's a weird.
I watched the thing. I just watched the trailers online afterwards.
See, I was gonna do that, but then I decided not to because of the Muppet, and the Muppet part was cute, but also it was not worth watching the whole show for.
I guess it's good that I missed it too because I actually look forward to the Game Awards every year, and I usually get pretty excited about it, but I tend to not pay attention to when it comes out because me and my friends used to watch it together a lot.
Yeah,
and that just didn't happen this year.
I give my thoughts on the video game thing.
Yes.
Fuck video games. Fuck award shows. Fuck video game award shows. Fuck the people who watch and tweet about them, but most of all, fuck that kid.
Well, you rehashed a thought. Fuck you.
I rehashed one of my own tweets. Thank you very much.
Maybe I'm calling you a thought.
Oh my god.
You're correct.
Back in booty shorts.
You're a... Oh, that visual is amazing.
No. I just keep going back to that one quote from Secret of Monkey Island.
Yeah, that came out today. Not today, I mean this year.
Yeah, no, the new one, but I'm talking about the Secret of Monkey Island.
Yeah, the original one. Yeah,
this new. What was the new one? Was it just Secret of Monkey Island? I don't know.
No, it was Return to Monkey Island.
Yeah, Return. But at the end of the Secret of Monkey Island, the main character just looks in the camera and goes, "The lesson of the game is never pay more than $20 for a video game." And I'm just going like, yeah, that's good. That's good life to rule to live by, you know.
That's why I play Fortnite.
And you pay $20 a year. I don't know how often you have to pay for the goddamn.
It's $10 and it's every month.
That's why I play like $75 for Plastic People.
I don't know. So what's up? What else is up? What's going down? What's going around?
I have been just reading a lot in between editing and making videos.
That's good.
Well, it's like reading comics and manga, so it's not really like quote unquote proper reading.
It's reading. There is no proper. There is no better. There's reading.
Yeah. Well, as I alluded to at the beginning of the show, I've been reading a lot of JoJo because the last batch of the Stone Ocean anime came out. I'm like, you know what? I'll finally binge a bunch of like because I watched part 1 and 2 of the anime a while ago, and I decided, you know, I'll start reading the manga of part 3, and I really like it. Really like good series of manga and series of stories of JoJo. I understand the hype.
We lost another one, boys.
No, you haven't. We gained another one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm currently reading through what everyone calls the best part, Steel Ball Run, and yeah, I understand why it's called the best part because Jiro Zeppeli is like the coolest cowboy ever. Or like Gyro, I don't know. Like it's not.
He's Italian, so you say it with a fucking Italian accent. Jiro Zeppeli.
Say that again.
Jiro Zeppeli.
Euro? So Euro?
I don't know. That's what I was gonna go with.
I don't know. I don't. Again, it's not.
It could just be like gyro. It's like gyro, like gyrocopter, and
yeah, gyro seems like how it's pronounced. Yeah, but yeah, that's good. I have no idea how they're gonna adapt it, if they're gonna adapt it to anime, because all those horses, they're like really well drawn, but like, you know, on a seasonal anime budget, yeah, they're either gonna be CGI and look not blended with. They're gonna do like a bunch of CGI, like blending with 2D, which is gonna look a bit weird, or they're gonna make it fully CGI, which will be like visually different from the other, or just break their hands drawing horses, which I'm like, I'm not sure which one I want.
But no.
Oh yeah, my favorite part is part 4, because of course.
No, I've been reading Ice Shield 21.
Ice Shield, I've never heard of this. What's it about?
It's the manga about American football.
Okay, I've never heard of this.
You've never heard of Ice Shield 21?
It's drawn by the guy who draws One Punch Man, the redraw.
Oh, Muruta?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I actually like One Punch Man might be next after I finish JoJo Part 7 and 8 because like I'm like
it's a Japanese manga about American football, and it's just like it's great to read if you don't understand a lot of the rules of football, because they're having to explain the rules of football to an audience that has never watched the game.
That's interesting. Actually, I might check it out. And also, like, are the characters good?
The characters are well rounded and fun. There's a lot of cool visual distinctions between them.
I'm sure there's children fans help with that.
Because like the only like anime sport I really like got somewhat into is Azuma 11. That's a really cool series.
But like the writer who is currently writing Dr. Stone, so he has a good track record.
Yeah.
Basically, he gives all the different characters their own position, and he really emphasizes why they're important and their own like vibe and each team. He also like, how to best explain it? Each team in the series has like a mascot, like you would with a sports team, but he uses the mascot and theming to basically effectively show what the main characters are going to have to overcome. So like the knights, they have a long reach and they can get you anywhere because they have like spears. The cowboy guys, they're like
I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna add it to my list of things to read. How is it spelled?
I Shield 21.
I or E?
I E. Like an eye shield,
E?
like a thing that would go in front of your eyes.
Yeah. I Shield 21. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm going to. It looks pretty sick. Yeah, I'm adding that to my library right now. Yeah. I'll probably get to it eventually. I just got like a lot of other stuff that's kind of taking priority. Also, like I'm waiting for like the current season's almost done, but like I watched Mob Psycho season 2 a while back, and I'm excited because season 3 is almost up, and that's like the final season. So I'm excited to see what that brings. Yeah. And also, like, I want to read the One Punch Man manga because I know, like, season 3 is coming, but, like, season 2 is apparently not animated super well.
No, because it's a different studio.
Yeah, but, like, season 3 is also going to be a different studio, but a studio people like.
Because the first season was done by Madhouse.
Yeah, the
second one was Production IG.
Yeah.
Which
like,
is
IG, they can do fun stuff, but they're usually kind of the more budget studio. Like
they're a workhouse budget. They are the workhouse anime studio. They are the ones you go to get it done good.
Yeah, to just get it done fine. Nothing really like no special sauce. Like it's like it is a fine like slice of life is like probably where they excel at most.
Yeah, because they don't have also mecha for some reason. They did a lot of mecha and they're pretty good at that.
Yeah. I think that's their more passion projects, and then they do like everything else to like kind of fund that.
Because I know they do a lot of
handled by Mappa,
Mappa,
like,
Mappa,
yeah, which are like, oh god, those poor workers. What you gonna do?
Production IG has been around since the 80s.
Yeah.
Their first anime was Zillion.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they do the CGI Ultraman anime?
Let me look. They worked with Ace of Diamond, Haikyuu. So the Production IG did Haikyuu, and Haikyuu was pretty well regarded in terms of animation.
Well, I heard by some anime fans that's not really about the studio; it's about the director. But like that also could be wrong.
Yeah, but also directors tend to work within the studios for a while. They like to work within the studio they're in.
Yeah, good point.
I'm not seeing anything Ultraman.
Like I'll go to 2019.
Yeah, no, it's they don't have anything. They did Psychopaths.
Okay, maybe I'll think of a different IG.
They were doing Psychopaths and a couple other things at that point in time.
Speaking of anime, I'm so excited for Gridman Universe, man. That comes out like the same month as Shin Kamen Rider, so I'm very envious that I don't live in Japan on March,
Yeah. Do either of you have any anime or manga things you want to talk about? Because me and Buster have just been going on.
Yeah.
Let's see. The only show I've watched recently. Well, I mean, I've been playing Gundam. It's a video game, but I've been playing Gundam.
Evolution.
Evolution, yeah, because it came out on console.
Nice.
Yeah, I heard good things about that one.
Yeah, it's absolutely great. It's super fun. The sensitivity in the game is so fine, and your ability to tune it is so vast that it showed me that my controller actually has stick drift when all other games don't show that I have stick drift.
Yes.
So I kind of can't play it a whole lot because it fucks up my sniper shots.
Oh yeah, because it's probably just like the stick drifts into dead zone for every other game.
Yeah.
Is there any Victory Gundam stuff in there?
No Victory Gundam yet. No Gundam Wing. No Mobile Fighter G Gundam.
Well, Gundam Wing isn't that popular in Japan, is it?
I'm not sure.
Because isn't it more popular over here?
Mercury stuff? Because that's the current
Because
show.
it's more popular over here doesn't mean it's automatically hated over there.
Oh
Bro.
no! Here's the thing. I didn't say it was disliked. I just said it's not popular.
I don't think that was the approach they took because it has 2 suits from Turn A in the fucking roster of like 12.
Well, like, is there any Witch of Mercury stuff, or are they just only doing classic?
They just did a bunch of I'll read you off the roster real quick. Let me hop in the game.
Yeah, because like Witch of Mercury is like the new hotness, so it's like maybe they
Yeah,
want
but
to
that's also like it's brand new. Like are there even model kits for Witch of Mercury out yet?
They're starting to come out. They're starting to.
I didn't hear what Cody said.
Oh,
There's
sorry.
so many, and they're really good.
Okay.
All of the enemy suits, or all the suits in that model kit line, have used the ever popular growing feature that Bandai likes to include with their model kits, where all of the saber parts are blacklight reactive.
Ooh, that's cool.
And they look like they glow. So
especially because you have all the glow in the dark stuff kitted out.
I think they're going to put Witch from Mercury stuff in this game, though, because they've literally done that. But I think they're going to put a suit from it. They put
like Ariel, probably, because that's the main character mech.
Yeah. Maybe not, though. Because, I'll read you the roster.
I'm most familiar with Victory and Witch of Mercury, if I'm perfectly honest.
I've only
I don't really know much about the other stuff.
I've only seen the pilot episode for Witch from Mercury, and I loved it so much.
Yeah, you're going to love the rest. It's been getting pretty good.
Sure. I'm probably going to watch that tonight, then.
Yeah.
Let me load into the game. All right, I'm in. Okay. Well, yeah, Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury broadcast start campaign. To celebrate the release of Mobile Suit Gundam, Witch from Mercury, get a free stamp, player icon, and ornament. Claim from the present book. Wow. All right, where's the roster? Units. Okay, so going from start to finish, we got Pale Rider, which is a pretty good deep cut in and of itself. Classic Gundam, Zaku 2 (parentheses range), Gundam Barbatos. So immediately, these were the ones that launched with the game too. They're not sticking strictly to Universal Century, so that's fantastic.
Is Universal Century like the main universe? Is what I'm getting at.
Universal Century is main canon, which means things like Witch from Mercury, Iron-Blooded Orphans, 00, Seed also, I think, Turn A, and Mobile Fighter G Gundam and Wing are all outside of the Universal Century. So essentially, not part of the main canon.
Is Victory part of the main canon?
I think Victory might also not be part of main canon.
I can look real quick. I can Google that.
Yeah. Sorry if this podcast has devolved into me asking Cody Gundam lore.
No, it's fine.
Okay, here's the thing. I thought Turn A was super, super far in the future and was ooh, time is cyclical and things just keep happening kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the explanation they use on a lot of different series that aren't part of the UC, because they say the same shit with Iron-Blooded Orphans.
Okay, so it's
And
less it's less this is the canon explanation, and it's more of Marvel 2099.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there is no reference to the 100-Year War and stuff like that, which is the main continuity main war that started with Amuro.
Well, it starts with, doesn't it start with what was it? What was the colony drop?
Yeah, that really started the fighting. Yeah, because after the colony, there had been. Yeah, you're just right. I don't have to overcomplicate that.
No, I was just thinking, I thought I could have swore, colony drop, one conflict, ceasefire, 1 year war. I thought it wasn't that order, but maybe I'm just wrong.
I don't think they had a ceasefire
Okay.
for the thing, but anyways, yeah, you're close enough.
I'm looking at the list. So let's see. We got Gundam, the movies, Zeta, Double Z.
You should have just Googled specifically that because there's so many fucking Gundam things.
Oh yeah.
Anytime you pull up a list of like the continuity, it's gonna look like a fucking Excel spreadsheet or some shit. Like it's gonna look like a fucking.
And this is why I'm not into Gundam.
It's not that bad.
Really, I've seen maps that look like the literal like string map that Charlie Day stands in front, like that meme with the Stanley whatever from It's Always Sunny.
Papa Sylvia.
Yeah, Pepe Sylvia.
Pepe Sylvia. Victory Gundam is set in UC-0153 and succeeds the Crossbone Vanguard conflict Mobile Suit Gundam F91.
There you go. It's part of the Universal Century.
Other anime you've been watching recently, Cody?
I mean, that's how we got started on Gundam.
I can continue the roster for this video game though, if you'd like.
Hell yeah!
I think the audience could Google it, but yeah, I was just wondering if there's any like Victory or Witcher Mercury characters because those are the two entries I'm most familiar with.
I'll just mention the interesting ones. Turn A is in here, and a suit called Mario, and that is also from Turn A. That suit doesn't even have a fucking model kit. And for something to exist in a Gundam continuity at all and to not have a model kit or a toy or anything is almost unheard of. Almost literally.
That doesn't sound real. That sounds like you're lying to me.
Maybe they're like working on it and they're using this like thing, like game to like be like, hey, promote it a bit.
I don't know.
Get it back in the public consciousness.
That the owners of the Gundam franchise did not like Turn A at all.
Well, Turn A
Has
is
there been
just
like a shift in with leadership?
I don't know.
I mean, Turn A is just not a very, for lack of, it's a very cerebral season, isn't it?
It was my understanding that it wasn't even dubbed or subbed in English until recently. Also, that's the only Gundam series, or maybe not now, but at its time, it was the single Gundam series, or the first Gundam series, to have an American artist and designer working on the robot designs.
Yeah.
I love it.
I just realized why they're finally getting Turn A stuff. I finally realized the freaking Bandai Namco Sunrise shakeup. Because Sunrise technically doesn't exist anymore. It still like exists as a studio, but as like a different name, like Bandai Namco Filmworks or something.
Maybe, but it may just also be of like whoever makes the game was a fan of Turn A.
Yeah, but like you, it seems like because like they're working off the official license, so it seems like they had to fight for it, or at the very least.
I mean, if they're a director and producer who's got the pull,
yeah.
But no, I'm looking at the timeline. Victory Gundam is the second to last thing on the Universal Century timeline. The last thing on it is G Savior.
Yeah.
Which is the live action movie, right?
The live action Canadian movie, yes.
Yeah, yeah, my friend freaking talks about that as like a big like boogeyman.
We tried to watch it.
We tried to watch it.
Oh, you couldn't even get through it?
Bro, we just ended up skipping through it, dude. It's like real bad. It's advanced bad.
It's sci-fi original movie bad.
Yikes. Can't wait to do a video and watch it sometime whenever I freaking do Gundam. If I do Gundam, I don't know.
If you do that, force me to do it with you. I want to take part in that. I love rewatching all the
Yeah, because I'm not sure how I'm gonna do like other shows when I get to it, because there's only so much Kamen Rider, Sentai, and Ultraman to go around, and I'm kind of getting through them in like big chunks. So I'm like, well, I gotta tackle other franchises sometime. So that's like on the list. It's on the list, you know, of like potential candidates.
The list.
Yeah.
Before time began, there was the list.
Yeah, Transformers is on it. Freaking Digimon's on it. Just basically every Beyblade's on it. Just every franchise that like anime franchise that I'm slightly interested in that has more than 3 entries is on it.
Here's the thing. I know what I'm gonna like. I've been getting hankering to get back into anime recently.
Watch Dinosaur, baby. It's good.
No, here's the thing. I know what I'm gonna. I want to try and finish Votoms first.
Votoms, yeah. It's a mecha show, right?
Yep.
Votoms being.
but
what are you
also
gonna do
has like
after
the
Votoms?
I don't know.
Whoa,
But,
they do have a map in this game that's set on a fucking colony. I didn't think they did. Wow.
they got a colony? Hell shit. Nice.
No, there's a colony map. I'm looking up and staring at cities.
Cool. Yeah, no. Votoms are just like weird, tiny little chunky mecha that are more like walking tanks.
So
Aren't
kind of
those
like,
the ones with
like
the,
shield
Snowcone?
droids from the prequel era of Star Wars is what I'm visualizing.
No, they are like think Metal Slug.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can kind of picture
Don't they
that.
have the scope eyes? They usually have the 3 interchangeable scopes on their eyes.
Yep, they're called scope
Oh,
dogs.
these are cool. I like this. I want a figure of this.
I thought that was a different thing.
But they also have like fucking wheels on their feet, so they don't walk. They just kind of like zoop.
That's really cool. That's really cool. I might look into this. Yeah. So like after Votoms, are you taking suggestions?
No, I'm just gonna watch what I want to watch.
Yeah. Come on, Boingo, you gotta watch Dinosaur. It's so good. Did you already watch Gridman?
You know, whining about it just makes me not want to do it, right?
Damn.
You fuckers have had this same conversation like 4 times.
No, we
Yeah.
haven't. I only got on.
No, we have. It's been about Chainsaw Man, though.
Oh yeah. True.
Go watch the new hot thing. You saying that makes me not want to watch it more. That is a regular
It was like
segment.
2 years
It's a
ago.
regular segment on modular components.
It's not. Dinosaur isn't even that hot right now. I think it's like 2021. It was. And
That's the
you
thing
and
I
me have a lot of
absolutely
comments.
fucking hate. That's the fucking thing I absolutely fucking hate. Oh, it's not that recent. It's just last fucking year. I hate that about modern anime culture. Fucking
sorry,
hate it.
but I didn't mean it like in a degrading way. I didn't mean a degrading
Shit
way.
comes out.
No,
Yeah,
what
this-
I'm talking about is it because it then becomes a commodity and not something to just watch and enjoy. It becomes
I
the thing that
didn't
you
mean
have
it
to
in a
keep up
commodity
with
way.
in order to have a conversation.
Dude,
I didn't mean
Earth-
that in a commodity way. I
Earth
just
is
meant
so
like it's not.
fucking old. That show came out 2 months ago.
That's about anything because people are like, "Oh, did you see the new
Yeah.
episode of Game of Thrones last night? Did you see the game last night?
Game
Yeah,
of
Did you
Thrones.
listen to the band of the game?"
But people are still going back and watching Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, Sopranos, all those shows. People go back and watch them. But you talk in anime circles, people don't go back and watch older stuff.
They always fucking Buster's just talking about all the shit he wants to go back and watch. People do it all the time.
Buster's a
Yeah,
content creator. Come on now. They're not.
I
the
did
same
it for
thing.
the Gundam series. I've done it for Ghost in the Shell.
Content creation like bug bit me. Like this is
Shit,
just
I
the kind
bet
of
that
person
it's
I am.
just
Watching
as normal.
Jetman right now. That's a very cool show. I like it because it has
Yeah.
the super people in it who fly and punch things.
And also, Boingo, I didn't mean it as a commodity way. I just meant it just like just a general facts way. Like, oh,
And
yeah,
I'm
like,
not saying
I
you
don't-
meant it that way. I'm just using that as a springboard to fucking complain.
Okay, because at times, like when you use me as a springboard to complain about stuff, it makes me feel like I'm at fault.
No, it's just like I don't like the commodification of art and just
Yeah, no,
the continued idea that I have to keep up or else I'm not a real fan.
That's why I stopped watching the freaking Disney Plus shows every week. I don't want to keep up with. I'm not that invested in that shit. I'm sorry.
What, you don't want to watch the new episode of the Santa Clauses where Tim Allen's Scott Calvin Santa Claus character goes into the multiverse of Santa-ness? You don't want to experience that peak fiction?
I guess for me, it's just weird because it's usually like I watch the Disney Plus shows on release because I'm interested in them. I don't really talk to people about them after I watch them. I just like
Yeah.
watch that shit. I'll sometimes talk to y'all about it.
Yeah, you're
'Cause
too
it's
good to
cool.
come on the shows and talk about them with us.
Here's the thing. I go on the places and I regularly see the people talking about anime, and it's just that kind of vibe. It's just like, what's the new hot thing that we're talking about?
Well, like first off, Boingo, you made a mistake by like trying to converse with like just like general like kind of hot like kind of how do I put this like trend chasers. I don't know.
I think for one, all three of y'all use Twitter too much.
Yeah,
They take it
too
seriously.
I have
That is
not-
true. That is definitely true.
I have barely touched Twitter this last few weeks.
I don't know about that, Chris.
Oh, I definitely know about that because I only tweet like once a day, and it's hey, I'm doing a stream.
You don't have to tweet to use it. I don't ever tweet.
I see you
only
in
tweets
Twitch every day.
Oh yeah, I did. I retweeted like everything about the fucking Transformers game though. I found a Twitter of some people who work on the game, and they're like, we're allowed to leak some of this info or something like that.
Press release. It's called a press release.
No, like they had worked on it. Like apparently that game has been in development and under different names for a long time.
Odd. So it probably coming out soon.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
God, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
I don't know. Wait, what are you doing? Are you playing the game while talking?
I started a game of Gundam.
Gundam? Yeah, epic. I should play games while doing this podcast more because I started playing Ace Attorney recently and it's really good.
I feel like Ace Attorney is one of those games you can't really like play.
Yeah, not Ace Attorney, but like I just in general other games like I need to like get to. Ace Attorney is the most recent game I've been playing.
This is how I like play my games and how I've been playing my games for like years now. Me and my friends will get in a party and just play games, and that's kind of what this experience is like for me, anyways.
Yeah, I like the story solo player, single player shit. So it's like
when I go to do that kind of stuff, I leave a party and like am like completely alone to experience and immerse myself.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, maybe when like Street Fighter 6 comes out, me and Boingo will just play on podcasts. We can beat each other up.
The fucking ping for it, shit.
Yeah, I mean it is cross-platform, so.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the internet. If our internet's strong enough to do it, and also
the internet should be strong enough, but like I'm not sure if yours is.
Oh, you know what? I guess in slight contrast to what I was saying about talking about the shows, like I don't look at it as like I'm watching this to be able to be current. I do like having them be an event, like being like, whoa, like me and my friends are gonna watch this week, and like we watch it together. Like that's fun.
Yeah.
I will say, nobody can ever tell me Book of Boba Fett is shit because I was the most hype I've ever been in my life watching that finale at 2 a.m. with Boingo.
It's about the friends we made along the way.
In the name of honor.
Me and my friend Cole watched all of the first season of Mandalorian together, and it was a really nice experience there.
Man, I wish I could experience media together because I go so fast, like in terms of just my reading speed or just my watching
you'll be
speed.
like, I'm watching a new Sentai, and then 3 days later you'll tell me you've watched 4 new Sentais.
Yeah, I just go so fast because my brain is just like, it wants to go fast, and I can still comprehend things fast. So it's just I feel like I'm too like I just can't really watch with other people. Like when I go with like other VCs and they're watching stuff, I'm like, this is too slow,
I cannot watch things speed up because the distortion in audio, I notice it too much.
Yeah, I hate it.
For me, I don't really like. I turn off the audio, especially because a lot of this stuff has subtitles.
Then, all right, whatever.
It's a very interesting way to take your media in.
I don't feel like I could ever watch anything with Buster.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I could probably maybe in person. It's just Discord calls is just harder because it's just like I have to like watch, like I have to stare at the screen with like a bunch of other like people like going chipping in. So.
No, see, I like more like intimate.
That's really only specific times. That's really only specific times, and also like just like I don't know. I don't do it all the time. Just like one of the ways I experience media.
Because one of the other things is like usually when I watch something with somebody, I usually don't like talking at all.
Oh
yeah.
Maybe a little bit in the middle or after, but never during.
Yeah, no. The only thing is like when we go and see like a Marvel movie, we just like I just bat your leg a little bit when I notice something.
Oh yeah, like you'll tap.
Like, little things like that is fine. It's just
or if you're like, or if like either of us are unsure of what a thing is, we ask the other.
Like who is that?
Who is that scrumble blimblo?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that man?
That man from Guilty Gear has entered the Marvel universe. God damn it.
Yep. Yeah, no, I have a bad habit of like if I've seen a movie already and I have like fun facts in my head, I just have to say them.
Yeah. Like especially if like I don't know, I don't really have like a Discord watch group. Maybe I should, but like I just feel like if every time I try it, nobody comes.
Oh yeah, the podcast I do, the audio drama one.
Yeah. The one where you're famous.
Yeah, we used to do movie nights, and I really enjoy doing that. because I didn't pick the movie, and there's a nice thing about being like, well, tonight we're gonna watch this random thing, and I'm like, wow, I wouldn't watch that on my own, but I'll give it a shot this way.
Yeah, I used to do that back when I was in another friend group. That was fun. We should try that sometime, boys.
Yeah, maybe after the podcast we'll like freaking organize something.
No, like on that subject, the VPals, the VTuber friends I have, this past week and again tomorrow at the time of recording, one of them is just we're doing a watch party for an anime called Starlight Review.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
Which is the
like
best way to
describe anime.
It's an idol magical girl anime where the premise is there's a bunch of actresses who are going to school for acting. Are basically put into a combat tournament as an audition for the ultimate role, and it's very gay.
Yeah, I've heard it's very gay. So
it is
like an Elma thing.
I was gonna say, did Elma pick that shit?
It is Elma.
Freaking
Elma, come on the podcast. We have your number.
Yeah, we know what you like, and we're not afraid to use it.
Elma, just come on the podcast because you're my friend, and I think it'd be fun to do a podcast.
Yeah,
Elma, I don't know who you are, but I will. That is a threat.
Elma's the magical girl accountant office lady.
Cool.
Who has a talking hat, but to keep the hat quiet, the hat has a ball gag.
Oh
yeah, no, she distinctly has like that kind of like, I wouldn't call it subtle, but like underlying horning.
That was Stella's streaming character. Stella is the main one of the writers and my friend that does the podcast.
Yeah.
I guess one interesting thing about that is they're doing a Patreon thing, because I guess we have enough people, so like, it's like Patreon Kickstarter type thing or whatever, where there's like roles or stuff, tiers, unlock tiers, Kickstarter thing. Yeah, that's what it is. She showed me some of this. I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk about that actually. So whoops.
Yeah, freaking doxing yourself live on breaking NDA live on podcast.
That's not even out. There is no. I didn't sign anything, so legally I'm fine.
Okay, good.
It's the fucking equivalent of disavow.
I'll leave that at that, so I don't get in any more trouble.
Yeah. No, the VTubing. Oh, I'll fuck it. I'll brag about myself. I finally hit 200 followers on Twitch.
Wow. Fuck you.
Yeah, and I need to get back, and I'm close to getting back 200 subscribers.
Are you famous? I hate this.
Actually, I'm at 201 now.
Wow, 1% more famous than what you were.
Just go on Twitch and fix that real
quick.
You can't unfollow me. You're my mod.
Wait, I don't think I've followed you on Twitch.
No, I think you have. No. I think it's forever ago.
Finally, the wonderful 101 times 2.
No, so like now I gotta fucking do something to celebrate that.
Do you have like any specific ideas?
No specific ideas. I know one thing I kind of like been batting around of just doing like a demo EP of like original music, just to be like, here's this thing.
It would be useful to like edit Vac's videos with, so.
Well, I think I have an interesting thing to say, but I want Vac to talk a little bit about some stuff first. So if you have some
as if I have a topic queued up.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking right now.
About your Code Lyoko lecture that isn't out yet or something.
No, I don't want to talk about it until it's out and people have a chance to see it and can have questions to ask that could be answered on the podcast.
Vac, we don't have to do a Q&A yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, Codes, you're not following me on.
We'll do like a post-release thing. I mean,
yeah, post-release.
Okay,
but
yeah, that. Like,
you know what? We can do that for the fucking drive down vlog is out now.
Yeah. And I forgot that was coming out on the Wednesday I released my 3-hour Heisei comment.
Yeah, no, we fucked ourselves 3 ways till Sunday, this past Wednesday, because you dropped your thing, then an hour later the vlog came out, then like at the same time the vlog came out, Gateway to Geats dropped.
Yeah,
Gateway to Geats this week did fucking horrible.
Oh no.
Yeah, like even though I was just kind of just excited to come out, but I completely forgot Gateway to Geats and like the vlog were scheduled to come out that Wednesday. So my bad. I might have screwed you guys up. The retrospective's doing well. Just hit 500 views.
Fuck you.
Nice.
Oh,
We're accomplishing goals. We're getting.
I'm just kidding. I enjoyed being in that, though I was surprised Boingo wasn't in it.
Well, Buster just said, "Hey, you don't have to worry about it anymore." It's like, all right, cool. I guess Buster you just wanted to get it done.
I kind of was rushing near the tail end, so I was like, I had to cut a few segments, being like, "Hey, because I gave everyone a December 5th deadline. Granted, I didn't tell that to Boingo, so I probably should have done that. It was a mess, honestly, trying to organizing all the cameos together. So like, some people just came to me with cameos, like, when I just didn't ask them, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try to put this in here. Like, I'll see what I have to work with. Some cameos I had to cut because they either like couldn't record it on time, or they just like the audio. It was like some people came to me with cameos when I didn't ask, and some of the audio was just like, I don't really want to work with that. Sorry.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was. It was a learning experience because I haven't really done something like that. I either have to give people more time, or I need to like knock on people's doors more.
You should bang open those doors.
Yeah,
bang them open.
I was working with a lot of smaller creators. Like I think the biggest creator there was Vac, possibly.
Oh
Let
no.
me check. Like, I wanted to get, like, there was, like, a big idea I had, but, like, that guy was busy, so... I don't want to say who it is quite yet, because, well, one, I'm trying to get them on components, and two, like, I might put them in something else later down the road, we'll see. Yeah, like, I tried to get, like someone over 100k subs in it, who, like, I know likes Kamen Rider, but, like, they had, like, a bit of a trouble getting there, so I was like, it's fine.
That'll happen to you.
Yeah. Like, they were open to doing it. It's just, like, it was just couldn't really get it on time. Yeah, I think Boingo was the big... Oh, no, Thomas Jujubee. Yeah, I forgot to put him in there. Yeah.
At the end of the world.
Yeah. Yeah, but, like, I was really happy with most of the cameos. All of the cameos, actually. Like, all of them were really fun. Like, that I got... Especially the 12-minute Kabuto one. I was really like, whoa, you went above and beyond.
What about the 13-minute Kabutops one?
What about the 80-minute Kabutak one?
Maybe in the Metal Heroes retrospective, whenever we get to that in like 2026.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I gotta watch more Space Sheriff Gavan later for a project. Not my project. That's all I'll say.
I can't wait for the True Buster We Are VR video.
I don't think I want to do VR Troopers, honestly.
Oh, come on!
I'll probably do it, but I'm not going to be happy doing it. I'll be like, oh, I guess I'll cover the Metal Heroes adaptations, like after I do all the Metal Heroes shows, because I'm just
you advertise it as a VR Troopers video, but then like half of it is just you going, and then Sheriff Skyfire happened, and Ninja Steel, and Captain Chaku.
I'll probably just be like Metal Heroes like adaptations video where I cover both that and Beetleborgs, and then like also the Power Rangers versions. I tried watching that once, and I'm like, God, I wish I could love it, but the first episode annoyed the ever living hell out of me.
Oh, for me, it was always the designs. I barely watched the show. It's just I have the VHS that me and Chris co-own, just permanently displayed to my right. I guess I own it now.
Cody, did you see that big Beetleborgs animated short that was going around a while ago?
Yeah, that's good.
No.
Okay, let me see if I can find that for you real quick.
Yeah, it's in one of the Twit episode links. By the way, listen to Twit. We talk about, if you want to hear more about Metal Heroes possibly, or just things, freaking watch that show.
Shut up,
more
you shill.
Here. Like, hey, we gotta put some in-between shilling. And the trailer cast is doing okay. Because, like, we just released the last episode yesterday at the time of recording.
Congratulations, you've explained Twit.
Me or someone else?
All right, there's the Big Bad Beetleborgs animated short. I put it in the chat.
Buster,
What
what's your
is this
favorite
episode?
flavor Beetleborg?
The blue one. I like blue.
Mine's the gold one.
Yeah, the gold one's an upgrade of blue. In the gold in the Beetleborgs canon, but in Metal Heroes they're two different characters. Also, Vac, next episode or this episode of Twit is our 90th, so we gotta prep something for the 100th, like in March.
No,
I wish there was more like new Beetleborg stuff because
Like Metal Heroes, yeah. I mean, there's
Yeah,
the
like more-
Goblin anniversary this year, next year. I mean, so that's
but like
exciting.
also toys because like those designs, those suits, I think are probably if I had to pick a favorite, would I be correct in saying that's like Toku?
yeah,
Yeah.
those would be
Yeah,
Robotech.
that would be my favorite thing. My favorite design
Yeah,
for that.
there are some roleplay toys being made, like collector grade roleplay toys, but like figures, maybe we can get some SH figure arts down the road.
There were figure arts of them a few years back.
Oh well, like
A
some
lot more than a few
Seihos.
years back. Those
Maybe
are
some reissues.
really old.
Yeah,
like,
they're
ultra
kind of not
old.
up to date.
My all balls have looked those up and down plenty of time, and they're just I don't know if they're worth for what it would take.
Yeah.
But
I
you
just
could get
realized
General Vengex.
I just realized there's a common writer. I
X?
don't know if I've ever shown Cody that you will love.
Forze? Because we already showed
Oh.
Cody Forze.
No, here it is.
I bet
I
I've already
got
seen it.
Probably.
Is it the Great Boy?
No, it's not a great boy. It's this guy.
Oh, Kabuto, yes.
Oh wow, I've never seen that in my entire life.
That's
That's
Kabuto armored form.
Well, I
like
picked the
that.
armored one because he's a big armory bug guy, but also he turns into that, which is
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah. Because he
Okay.
basically flips the little antenna on the Kabuto Sector, on the belt, and then he
Mhm.
casts off his armor into the sleek suit. It's like
For
He
Kabuto.
some
becomes a
reason-
speed boy.
I've
Yeah.
retained a lot of the information that Chris talked to me about, and when we were in college together, that was when Gaim was out.
yeah.
I think.
That was when I was watching Gaiam, and I thought, "Oh man, this is really good." And then it ended, and it's like, "Oh, you
Yeah,
shat."
'cause I
the
remember
bed.
seeing the actual regular release toys, and handling that, and I forget what his name is. Our friend that was that went to Japan and
Oh
talked to you all the time. about
I
that
know what you're
stuff.
talking. No,
Um,
we had a friend who went to Japan. He came back with I think a novelty eraser of something.
That's
you.
from
No, that okay, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, completely unrelated. I'm just looking through the analytical fanboys stuff you talked about. You guys talked about Bleach?
The first volume, yeah.
Oh,
I don't think I was there for that.
No, you weren't.
Oh, that was pre-Cody.
yeah. The
No,
pre-Cody
because
era.
the first Cody thing was Robo.
Robert Copperelli.
And I purposely put that on the list as a
To get me
backdoor
there.
pilot for you.
Yeah, it worked exactly as you thought it would.
You master planner.
Because literally, I was just like, okay, let's just make a list, me and Vac. So I put RoboCop on the list, and it's like, whenever that happens, I am going to say, hey, this is my best friend's favorite movie, and he has a lot of interesting insights into it. Let's get him on.
I will talk about that movie at any given time.
Remember when we did Buckaroo Banzai and I knew more about it than you did, even though I was just watching it for the first time that week?
I have no memory of that.
I just remember constantly bringing up behind-the-scenes facts that I had learned while researching the movie, and you being like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, but Buckaroo Banzai's good.
It is.
Everyone should give Buckaroo Banzai a shot.
I liked that movie.
Oh my god, I'm just going through all the past modular media. Remember when there was gonna be a modular summit in 2020?
Oh, fucking
Lord.
remind me.
Sorry.
Then things happened.
Let's talk about the actual modular summit that happened and how there's an hour of lost footage of us just fucking around in Cody's room that my phone didn't fucking save for some reason.
I don't know. That sounds a little bit like it may be a user error.
That sounds
Hey,
like a
it's
skill
alright.
issue.
The video you asked me to send to you and take, I've sent to so many people now because randomly people are like, "Hey, do you have any pictures of your collection? I want to show my friend." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Here's a full video of the random shit that I."
Oh, I mean, it's on YouTube now, so you can link them that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now I do have to worry about my address being out there.
Oh God!
I specifically made sure there was nothing that could get you doxxed.
I know, but I think I've doxed myself like 4 times.
That's probably true. Yeah,
I know I'm very particular of like if I meet somebody new in the city and they're like, "Oh, what are you into?" and I'm just like my hand on a gun, like nothing at all.
I don't like things. Get out of here.
I
There'd be
only
no
like
reason
women.
for you to come to my house.
There's something we could talk about that we haven't gotten into at all. Cody, you went to a concert last week. How was that?
I was about to start talking about that.
Yeah.
Oh, let me find the
that-
perfect image to post in like our members chat to represent concerts.
Fuck off.
So that kind of started like the celebration of my birth this year. So that was a lot of fun, but
I'm sad
Meredith
I couldn't give you
Mess.
big sloppy kisses this year. You know.
that's all
Whoa!
right.
Oh, Chris, you sure you're straight?
But that was something that's been planned for a year now, I think. Whenever me and my partner first met, they mentioned that there was a concert that they missed the ability to go to because their favorite band is AFI, and that was the band. And I like passively like AFI to the tune of like they were popular when I was young, and I liked some of their songs. And
I remember
really,
Miss Murder.
and
I've
that's what
only heard
that's the one.
name AFI said a few times before in my life. Can you describe them?
Back you've
Punk
heard an
band.
AF.
It's like
Yeah, they're punk, but they're also like straight edge. You have heard them.
Yep.
They did the Ring of Honor CM Punk song.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's how I know them.
Very good live performers. As much as I love the performance, also the intro band. I just wish you would have been there, Chris. Oh my god.
Why?
Fuck. Because it was like a retro 80s vibe.
Hell yeah.
And like the light show they put on and the music was just fantastic. They were called, I'll have to look it up in a second. I forget what their opener was in Orlando. But anyways, almost a year ago, my partner was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get us both tickets, so we can go to this thing, you know, and like at this time." And it just finally happened, and it just so happened to be in Disney Springs. So that was really cool.
You didn't actually go to Galaxy of Adventures, did you?
It's Galaxy's
No,
Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
What Galaxy of Adventures are you on?
I did see my friend Patrick
Galaxy
when
of
we were down there.
Adventures is a fucking Star Wars animated show, though.
Yeah, but like, it was a funny insult in the moment.
But so the hotel was fantastic that we stayed at. It was the Disney Springs Hotel or resort. Very nice resort, by the way. I think it's like the cheapest of the resorts usually.
Was it Orange Lake by any chance?
Orange Lake?
Yeah, Orange Lake Resort. Was it that one by any chance?
No, I think it's called like Disney Springs Resort.
Okay.
Well, it is. I don't know why I said think it is. Anyways, so the resort was really nice, and it was within walking distance of the venue because the venue was in the House of Blues, which is in Disney Springs. Yeah. And I'd never been there either, and that place is rad. But as Chris probably saw on my pictures that were doubly posted on Instagram and Facebook, I stood right behind the audio booth, which was a really nice little place to stand.
Always get close to the audio booth because the audio technician needs to hear everything. So they're going to definitely make sure that the audio sounds good where they're sitting.
Yep. So that was a lot of fun. The show was fantastic. They played quite a long time. The energy in the crowd was very nice. Very packed crowd, so it was like shoulder to shoulder. But I don't know. We got to go to a Lego store and a couple other places in the downtown Disney area, and it was just an overall nice trip. I didn't take any fucking video or pictures of it at all. But when we were trying to leave, we ended up driving.
I thought you
through,
posted a bunch of shit to the Instagrams.
No. The thing I'm about to talk about. But when we were trying to leave, we stopped at a McDonald's, and it was the most fucking wild goddamn McDonald's I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wait, Orlando? Is it that McDonald's?
What do you mean that McDonald's? No. It's not the Mac Tonight McDonald's.
No, because like in Orlando, there's a huge ass McDonald's.
That would be the Mac. That's like the Adventure McDonald's.
I think so.
Yeah. This one was like, it's got this like slanted roof. That's the whole thing is a solar panel. And it's fucking massive. And almost every side of the building is covered in live plants. And the inside of it is all like interactive computers and shit like that. It's like super brutalist and high tech. Very interesting. It didn't even look like a McDonald's. So I thought that was interesting. And then that segued into this week. On my birthday, my work got donuts and hot dog croissants from this restaurant that I like, and sung me happy birthday. And that was really nice. I was sick during the week of my birthday a little bit. I had like just a regular common cold, and that was kind of a bummer throughout most of the week. And I was gonna go out for like margaritas the night of my birthday, and I ended up not doing it because my roommates forgot that their mom, Taylor's mom, was coming into town, and they had plans to go have dinner. So they're like, "Yeah, we can't do this." But Dave actually decided that, because for other reasons, Dave had missed a couple Thanksgivings of Taylor's and whatnot, and he'd felt bad about it. And like, it was my birthday, and he felt bad about me not going out. And he actually decided to have a crab boil instead at the house. So, and he just like went all out. He got all of these like crabs and shrimp and sausage and seasoning and stuff. So Taylor's mom was over, and a lot of the family, Taylor's sister, and I got to meet Taylor's sister's boyfriend, who was really cool, and he is a fantastic cook. And he made Korean barbecue chicken bulgogi. So essentially it was a 3-course meal, and the appetizer was the crab boil. The main course was shepherd's pie, which is one of my other favorite meals, but Taylor also loves cooking it, and so Taylor made shepherd's pie for everyone. And then the chicken bulgogi was untouched because it was just like a dish that Taylor's sister's boyfriend had brought, and I ate like all of it. It was delicious. So I got a lot, and it was just a nice vibe, a nice place, a nice night. It was very surprising. It felt cool. And I don't know, I kind of really get like an extended stint of it because this coming week my partner's coming down and cooking me chili, because that is the thing that I asked for my birthday. They asked me what I wanted, and I said for them to cook me chili because they made the best chili I've ever had in my entire life. So, and also today I hung out with my friend Delta, and that was really nice. We had pizza, and they brought me these interesting gifts. And these interesting gifts are pretty interesting, because I got like a little Lego keychain, a little mini Skeletor figure, this vehicle from the final fight or final action. I forgot what the thing was again. But the super cheap and interesting toy line from Dollar General, they got me a vehicle from that, and I think it's a pretty interesting set piece. It matches the stuff that I have. And one of those little crabs that has the claws up that holds things, but this one is a large version of it, which I've never seen before, that holds your phone, and it's a Bluetooth speaker. It's a pretty good Bluetooth speaker. Audio comes through loud and clear. At max volume, which is always make or break for most speakers. And I truly was amazed upon opening that box because I love the design of that little crab. I love crabs, and that thing actually has utility to it. I will use it in my life. And that's it. That's all the stuff. All the stuff.
God damn, I wish I could like drive over to you and just not even be able to give you anything, because I can't, but just be able to like
touch his space.
Hang out and just wish you a good birthday,
I had a good birthday.
Yeah, I know, but I would like to. I want to say happy birthday.
You've been at almost all of my birthdays, I think.
Much to the chagrin of some of your family, because apparently some of them don't like me.
Oh yeah, I remember like during like high school, they would always like if it was like my dad taking us somewhere, if it was my mom, they'd always be like, he's annoying or some shit, and I'm like, that's too bad. I used to get in arguments with my mom about you.
No.
Do what?
I thought you were about to say, and then I'd be like, I know.
Oh no, I'd get in arguments about that. I'd be like, "Nah, he's coming. That's too bad, or we're not doing anything." So they had to
You're a
accept
good boy,
it.
Cody.
Yeah.
I wanted Chris there. I always wanted my friends. Like I was like my favorite thing to do on my birthday is what I would always do is we'd go to Orange Park usually to see a movie, go out to a nice restaurant, and like that was pretty much it. Like we'd go out to a restaurant, some stores, and see a movie. We'd usually do that anyways, just as like a thing to do. But it was like we'd all like this time it would be like a lot of people at a restaurant, all the people I like in my life to like be there and celebrate things. And now it's harder to get everyone together and stuff like that. And I'm not really as concerned with like doing stuff on my birthday or like getting things or anything like that. So it's always cool to get stuff like that, but it doesn't bother me. So it's nice. It was nice to have like a nice little get together, and like Dave really just like went all out. It was really cool. The whole week was cool. Work was cool. And it was an interesting thing. And for me to be sick, I used to actually be sick every year on my birthday. I used to get bronchitis, so I always would celebrate it on the 18th. But it was just interesting. It was nice. The only true hindrance this year was I didn't get to see Chris. I didn't get to see my friend Lydia, and my partner was not able to come down. But they will be here this week.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like a jolly time was had by all.
A jolly time.
Mm-hmm.
I have a majolly bishmish.
Oh, I could go on a rant though because I saw an article shared around on Facebook and I shared it myself. It was like a study. It was just like one of them dumbass studies. I don't even know if there's any science behind it, but it's just like, studies show that December babies get like significantly less presents throughout their lifetime than like everybody else, which is true and bullshit.
Yeah, I'm a January baby and I feel that pain.
Yeah,
my birthday is 2 weeks away from Christmas. So it was always like either I get nothing on my birthday and I get my shit on Christmas, or they're like, all right, you'll get one thing on this day and you'll have to wait until Christmas to get everything else.
Oh my God, mine's the same in the other direction, and that would happen sometimes.
Yeah.
No, like I'm April. I was born in the Aprils. So like there's enough time. But
a fool.
I am a fool, but I'm your fool.
No, my birthday presents as a kid were always wrapped in Christmas present paper.
My presents got wrapped.
Although it would give me the interesting bargaining chip of like, well, since you guys always just fucking put them together, how about instead of getting something for each, you just get me something bigger, like a more expensive present or something like that. Which, was always a hard sell, but one time it let me get an Xbox, so whatever. Which, I mean, a lot of kids do just get shit like that for their birthday or Christmas, but broke family.
Yeah, we come from a very poor area of the country.
Florida.
Yeah, we're in a specific part of Florida.
I know.
Lordy, Jabordy.
Buster died.
Buster dead.
R.I.P.
R-E-C-P... R-I...
R-E-S-C-P-T. Tell me what it means to be.
Jesus.
This is a podcast, everyone.
I mean, it's been mostly coherent.
Mostly.
I'm gonna die.
In the game.
In the game. I burned my tongue on coffee this morning, and it's not healed.
Oof.
What do you think of Serpentor, Vec?
Serpentor. He is a sexy man. We talked about him last week, but I'll talk about him some more because I actually got a chance to swoosh him around today. I was doing some figure photography, and I usually use the printer as the thing I set my dios on, and he's been living on my printer for however long it's been since I took him out of the box. So I was moving him over to the bed, and I immediately turned into an 8-year-old and started swooshing him around my bedroom. It was wonderful.
Hey, yo, guess what came in from the throne wish list that someone bought me?
Oh, the someone who left?
No, it was listed as anonymous, so I just been there. I got Retro Card Thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a really good figure.
I fucking love him. He is so fucking chunky.
Yeah, they've been using that. That's the third time they've used that mold, and it has not gotten old.
Third?
Yeah, because there was the Walgreens, then there was the Super Scroll Wave, now this guy.
Oh yeah, the Super Scroll Wave. Wait, do I have 2 of them then?
You might.
I would have to have.
I mean, the thighs are different because they resculpted the retro card to have more like booty short proportions, but
I do. I have 2.
No, retro card has like trunks.
Yeah.
But
Between us, we have all 3 versions because I've got the Walgreens.
Dude, I wanted the Walgreens Fantastic Four set more than all of them.
I got lucky. Like, literally the day after B-Mask's Fantastic Four video came out, I went to Toy Federation, and they just had them all in the case there, and I was like, well, that's happening.
Do you have access to the pictures you took for of Galactus, the one that he's holding the thing in?
Yeah, there's somewhere.
Or Chris, is the retro carded thing the one with like the blue shorts and the white line at the top?
yes.
Yeah, because the other one has a 4 on his crotch.
Yeah, there's no number on this guy. He comes with 2 open hands, 2 fists, a neutral face, and an angry face.
I found the photo. It's in the chat.
The Super Scroll Wave was the first Build-A-Figure I completed ever.
Nice.
I do want that Build-A-Figure. That seems like a good Build-A-Figure, but I only have Doom from that wave.
Doom.
I think it's a lame Build-A-Figure. I like Super Scroll. I think it's a good figure for sure.
It's just not a good Build-A-Figure.
Yeah, like I like when the Build-A-Figure is something larger and more interesting.
Yeah. So Jubilee is probably your least favorite Build-A-Figure ever.
When was Jubilee a Build-A-Figure?
They did Vampire Jubilee that way.
It's
in that wave with like Punk Storm.
Oh yeah, Mohawk.
Mm-hmm.
Mohawk Storm is a fucking classic look though.
But that Super Scroll Wave was one of my favorite Marvel Legends waves because it was the absolute first one that came out, and like I was like, wow, I want every figure, all of them, equally.
You know what? Let's be honest here.
That is a Build-A-Figure, and she came in this way.
I love how
wave. Oh, the classic Magneto.
Yeah,
I love how you just have the entire body of Jubilee with Storm.
Here, have this mannequin, Aurora.
I'm just looking at my thing figure right now, and can I just honestly say, other than The Rock, just a straight proportion, this is body goals, right?
Yeah, he's fucking Jack Kirby, rough pugnacious type.
It's just a big chunky dude who's able to help someone else move. That's what you want to be, right? That's what we all want to be.
Yeah.
That figure can do a handstand easily.
Oh, man.
I haven't ever made it do that. That sounds awesome.
I have a picture of it on my Instagram, I think.
I haven't done any super wild poses with this guy yet because I want to get the area I kind of take photos in clean because it's a little bit of a mess right now, and just start taking some photos just with my guys in general because now I just have a couple guys and I'm just like, fuck it. I want to take some shit. I want to photograph.
I be talking about the Marvel Legends I got this week, or should we save that for no prize?
We can save it for no prize. We can also just like mention. I mean, it's gonna be like a week later when people hear this podcast. So
I got U.S. Agent from the Controller Wave and also the Daredevil free pack.
Nice.
They're varying degrees of good, but I'm happy with my purchases.
Dang, I'm messing with the Thing torso, and it's a lot more dynamic than I thought it was.
Right? He's got that freaking chestular ball joint.
You know who else has a chestular ball joint? The large Skeletor, or the Netflix Skeletor from the latest wave of
Masterverse?
Masterverse is, what's called.
Nice.
I really want the He-Man for that. If you see that He-Man, that's going to be a yes, even if I don't have money. If you're able to at some point and you see that.
I don't think I've seen a lot of new Masterverse up here. Masterverse tends to shelf warm around here.
Yeah, I definitely want that big bulky He-Man to go with this big bulky Skeletor.
Those are crazy proportions, but I dig them. Is that show actually good, or is it like, this is good for the kids good?
I don't know. I literally bought and wanted the figure because I thought it was a cool toy. I thought it looked cool. It's big.
Honestly,
bulky.
That's kind of how you should handle He-Man, in my opinion.
Yeah. I was talking to Delta because we were playing around with all my glow-in-the-dark stuff before we did the podcast. And we just rewatched the Toy Galaxy top 10 glow-in-the-dark figure video. because Scareglow is my favorite glow-in-the-dark toy, and I own 0 of them. I own
Not even
no
the new
Scareglow.
one?
That's bad.
No. I couldn't find. I haven't bought the Revelations one because I don't know if I ever can. I don't know if I ever will. I tried to get the San Diego Comic-Con version of that Scareglow, and it sold out under my thumb. And the San Diego Comic-Con glows in the dark throughout every bone line and his head. The regular Revelations release, only his head glows in the dark, which is fucking sacrilege for that figure.
Really stupid.
I've never seen the Origins figure in person or in the stock at a reasonable price. I'm going to end up biting the bullet and paying $30 for it. I've realized I just need to do that because I need to own that before it gets too
Can we
crazy.
just agree there's some He-Man guys who, I don't care how attached to articulation you are, they shouldn't have their gimmicks stripped out ever.
Oh, like Ram Man?
Yeah.
Or what's the multi-face guy?
The smelly boys should always
faces?
smell. I don't care if it's a good or a bad smell. If they're supposed to have a smell, let them have their smell.
Oh, like Moss Man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a mossed version or a felted version of that toy that exists.
Blocked.
Flocked. That's the word. I think I have the flocked version of the Mega Constructs He-Man one. Like, I don't even have a fucking Mega Construct Scareglow. I tried so long to get that one. That bitch is like $30 on eBay, which doesn't sound like a lot of money, but for a $5 miniature thing.
Fucking Mega Constructs minifig, bro? No way.
Yeah. Now it does glow in the dark, and it has more articulation than the original toy does, but you know, I don't know. I would like mini Scareglows, and I have none.
That's unfortunate.
Hopefully they do another one soon. Glow in the dark toys, glow in the dark action figures are some of the coolest.
You know what would have been cool? If the Black Series Dark Troopers had like glow in the dark eyes, so you could simulate those scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have made their stupid football armor shirts a little more tolerable.
We rarely see other colors that glow in the dark. One line that does a lot of glow in the dark stuff is the Treasure X line. They'll do glow in the dark variants, and most of the accessories, or some lines, most of the accessories have glow in the dark pieces.
I'm not sure I know what this. Oh, okay. I have seen
You
this
know
around.
exactly what it is. You just don't know it by name.
Yeah, I've seen this on the shelves at Target many times, but I've never actually like looked at it.
Sometimes they're interesting. Like sometimes the larger figures they make actually have proper articulation.
Yeah, I'm looking at like this freaking T-Rex he's got. This is neat. Looks like Devil Dinosaur.
Is there a picture somewhere?
Look at that boy.
He looks like he's having a good time.
Having a good time, having a good time.
I'm a superstar. Is that it? Is the podcast over now? Did we do
I think we have exhausted our energy.
The only other thing is they bonus fact, they released the Hulk skin on my birthday in Fortnite. Wow.
Oh my god, did you get it?
Yeah.
Nice. Are you only ever going to play as the Hulk now?
No, I own so many. I own RoboCop as a skin in that game. I play that more than anything.
Yeah, I need to. I don't know. Part of me wants to get into Fortnite now that I have a good computer, and another part is like, that is a black hole I will never escape from. Should I go into it?
Honestly,
I mean,
at this point in time, it feels like Fortnite is just collecting digital action figures for a lot of people.
I've heard that analogy before, and honestly, I'm cool with it. If like skins and stuff are the next generation's version of action figures, and action figures just die off with people our age, I could be okay with that.
I absolutely will not, and that'll never happen. That's disgusting, and I can't believe you said that.
Fair enough.
But what you just said is, I'd be fine if NFTs just took over.
No! Video game skins are not NFTs. It's two different things.
Allow me to walk you down the other end of this, all right?
Okay.
My friends Cole and Zach and Jake are what you would call whales.
Oh, they're whales?
Yeah, they are whales.
I didn't realize they spent that kind of much money on that kind of shit.
Not in Fortnite, but in Smite.
I don't know this term.
So allow me to explain to you. A whale in a video game is somebody who spends like that's imagine all the money you spend on collecting things. That's the amount of money they spend and more on Smite or a video game. Whatever video game. Smite is a MOBA like League of Legends.
I know of Smite.
There was a point where Cole owned all the skins in the game.
Oh my god.
Thousands of skins, not dollars. So, and here's the thing. Eventually there will be another game released. And you know what happens to all of your fucking e-skins or whatever? Like they're gone. That's it. I spend very little money on Fortnite, and I mainly care about the battle pass. It's nice to hop on and play. It's fun to play with friends, and sometimes they release a cool character, and I'm like, wow, I'd love to play this game, play with my friends, and be playing as that character. That would be cool. And you can also see your character when you play, so that also helps. If I couldn't see my character, I probably wouldn't be buying skins like that. I don't really like Call of Duty, for example. You could buy skins and stuff like that, but you can't see your player character. Only other people can. And so in that game, you're mainly buying shit to show off to other people. And I've never really had an interest in doing that. I think the last time I gave a shit about stuff like that was when I was playing Halo and I unlocked the marathon armor. So I wore it all the time. It was also my favorite armor, but it was a fucking
Was it the armor from the marathon game?
Yeah, it's from the marathon game. But you had to do one of the harder challenges to get it unlocked. So, anyways, they spent all that money, and now none of them have played the game in probably a year. And at one point, and I mean, maybe some of them spent a little bit too much. Zach probably didn't spend too much money on it. Jake also had all the skins. They've definitely been adding more interesting stuff to Smite, but they were at one point in the top 0.1% of ranked for that video game, which is an unfathomable amount, especially for a very competitive video game. But that was just on PS4, not in the world. And they were far too toxic to ever be in any kind of competitive team or anything like that. But so Fortnite, if it ever dies, I'm not going to be upset at oh my god, I can't go back and look at this digital collection anymore. But that would be the realization of that. In digital video games, you have no true ownership. That's been painfully proven. I think the first real case of that was the Tron game. People who bought that game, you can't play it anymore.
Which Tron game?
The Tron Legacy arcade game.
Okay. Yeah.
And that'll eventually happen for a lot of other games.
I mean, hey, you can't buy Transformers Devastation anymore. We talked about that earlier.
You can't buy Transformers Devastation. You can't buy Transformers. Any of the High Moon games you can't buy because Activision did that. Pretty much anything that was made by Activision, they take off the shelves because they don't want to have to pay for the license. And that's the problem. They have to continuously pay for that license, essentially, for the length of it. I think Fortnite does their contracts differently, but Activision does not. And other games don't. But also, you don't technically own your digital video games.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. That's a big thing that turns me off from video games, to be honest.
Well, that's just the live service, online, be part of the community kind of game.
Nope. Tron Legacy, I don't even think was a multiplayer game. It was just I'm
specifically talking about the skins and not ownership of the skins, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well,
delisting of game is just bullshit,
Yeah. But that's just the thing. And me and my friend Jake get in an argument about this, and it always ends the same way because we're both bullheaded about it. Well, I'm not. I think he's wrong mainly about it, but we'll talk about it. And he says that he prefers to. He thinks it's not that he personally prefers to buy video games, but he thinks that it's a better spend getting a video game versus spending your money on action figures. And my immediate response is, I'm like, well, mine will last forever. And he's like, mine too. And I'm like, no, I won't. Just because of what we've been talking about. Also, I can go look at my shit whenever. It sits here and it goes up in value and stuff like that. There's countless things. Legos do a thing. Action figures, I can fucking play with it if I want to. Pose it on a shelf, do whatever. I don't know. I get more out of that. And I mean, yeah, you could like
here's the thing. I wasn't advocating for I morally think that's a good thing that skins and whatnot are replacing action figures. I just was saying if that makes people happy in the same way that action figures make me happy, sure, do what you like.
Yeah.
I would not be happy just buying skins. When I say I'm fine with action figures dying off with me, I mean with me specifically. There better still be new action figures coming out till the day I die.
Yeah. I also wasn't being serious when I said fuck you. I mean,
no, I just realized that there might have been a slight miscommunication.
But no, it's mainly I just feel pretty strongly about a lot of that stuff in that way. I feel pretty strongly about the way they do loot boxes and I don't know. My favorite thing about a video game is usually customization of a character, because I could always get behind that. Which is another thing that I think the Transformers Activate game is going to have. But anyways, I don't know. When shit like that can die off eventually, it just kind of sucks. I think of other games. Warframe is a game that just continuously gets developed. It's a game as a service. It'll probably never die. And every time I spent money on that, I was spending money, big bucks even sometimes. But it was more because I also wanted to support that developer. I love the developer that makes that game, and that almost never happens with anybody else. But I feel like they deserve that support, and I rarely ever feel like anybody else does. Because it's usually Activision and fucking Ubisoft, and they can go fucking die. Surprise, we didn't end the podcast.
Well, we're not the hosts.
Was that me being added, I just heard?
Subtweeted more.
Oh, yeah. Is subtweeting still a thing?
I mean, kinda?
That really happened? Are people still up in arms about that?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, fellas, to keep it going even longer, you know what we should talk about? That fucking Hasbro stream with all those Marvel Legends reveals. How you feeling, Codester? Anybody you want?
Holy shit.
Chode.
Yeah.
Fucking Clinton Choir.
The boy. The absolute boy. And for once, they gave us the modern version first, and I'm not mad. It's no, you gave us the good one. And then I saw all these old-ass collectors going but that's not what Quentin Quire looks like. And I'm fuck you, bitch. I'm happy.
I actually can't really remember what else they announced. There's a lot of X-Men stuff. And
yeah, it was almost entirely X-Men reveals, I think. Let me... Where's... I'm going to scroll.
What's his name? The one with the fire throat.
Chamber.
Yeah.
Oh, Chamber's fucking awesome looking. Also, Chamber's just a fun character.
Yeah. Man, for the longest time, I was yeah, no, I'm good with my Hoxpox Cyclops, but that thing's on the Bucky Cap body, and this thing is this new fucking astonishing Cyclops looks to be on a modified Vulcan body, and oh man, it looks so good. I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, I don't own a Cyclops, so I definitely need that.
Also, that Emma, she needs soft goods. We're gonna have to redo that cape with some soft goods.
Oh yeah,
but otherwise, fucking finally, a good-looking Emma in white that's not first appearance. Corsair, my dude.
You should post a picture in the chat because I'm
looking.
I'm just looking at Preternia's Twitter. Hang on.
Oh, I could do that too, actually.
Yeah, there we go. There's Corsair.
Goddamn! Look at that! Look at that deadbeat dad.
Space Daddy, the movie.
Oh, we could talk about Prime Quake, Skyquake.
Yeah, fucking Legacy Skyquake, the Prime Edition leaked, and it looks sexy.
Oh, the Blob! I want to get the Blob.
Yeah, we're getting a fucking Marvel Legends Blob, and I saw everybody on the fucking subreddits just bitching about that price, and I'm that is a huge hunk of plastic. How did you not expect that thing to be over $50? I'm surprised it's not $75.
He's $70.
No, he's $55.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, that's completely reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much fucking the special edition of or the Grey Hulk was $45.
But I've seen 6 different posts of people going Hasbro's got to be out of their damn minds with this price, and I'm are you new? Did you just start collecting yesterday? The prices went up 6 months ago, people. Your time to bitch is over.
Oh shit!
No.
Storm Collectibles is doing hot Ryu.
Cool.
It's the Ryu with the beard.
Oh. But yeah, I like how much neck articulation it seems like this blob is gonna have for a figure that has no neck. It's just like a giant ball joint in there, which looked really cool when they did it on stream.
That's cool.
Outback Rogue is neat. Not my preferred Rogue costume, but I know it has its fans.
I don't care about that.
The Rogue I really want the most is a Rogue we'll never get because I want X-Men Evolution Rogue.
Man, it'd be cool to get some evolutions.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. When did Monette dress like a fucking Ecstatics character? Is what
I think that may be first appearance.
Mm.
Goddamn Chamber. I fucking love the look of Chamber. He's so
cool. Chamber looks cool. I've never heard of this man in my life, but I want him now because he looks like a My Hero Academia character.
Fang is awesome.
I thought it was a Ghost Rider character.
Chamber? No.
Fang is another guy I've never heard of before, but apparently he's from Lalandra's place. Yeah,
he's a member of the Shi'ar Royal Guard.
Fucking the new Gamerverse Spider-Man that's on the Renew Your Vows body. I love that we finally have a Spider-Man that just comes with all the Legends web effects in one box, and it's a suit I hate.
Oh, Chamber was Generation X, which I think is I think that's also the team with Husk, Jubilee, Sync, Skin, and it was the team led by Banshee and Emma Frost.
I still can't find the Paternia Chamber pictures.
I've been putting them in the fucking chat, dude.
Oh,
also,
did I get Chamber?
The Quentin Quire with character development.
Yeah. Quentin Quire being more than one gag.
I mean, he was still one gag.
His gag is I am based now.
No, his gag is I'm dead again. And now you can't come back right now for some reason.
Friggin' animated Kraven the Hunter, aka proper Kraven the Hunter.
God, I remember the Toy Biz one had 2 weird slots to put his knives in his back in the fur, vertical slots.
Mm-hmm. And then you got the frickin' Assault Team multi-packs, of which all look neat, but I only really want Forge.
Yeah.
That's a fair thing to only really want.
Yeah. Forge has been getting some good stuff in the comics lately.
Yeah. And I mean, his single packed figure is kind of hard to find now, and it just doesn't look as Forgy as this one does.
Also, I do like the PS4 Spider-Man suit, upgraded suit, so I will be getting that.
I mean, that's a shitty opinion, but you're entitled to it.
Dude, it was designed by Doc Ock. That's cool.
This is the single pack Forge. He came in the Caliban wave.
Yep.
Oh shit! Wait, Forge came with Caliban?
He came with Caliban's arm, dude.
No. The recent X-Men shit.
Dude, this was years before that.
I know, but it's just a fun coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that new Forge looks completely it's a completely different build than that old one.
Yeah, it looks much more like how I envision him.
Honestly, I think that pack is far more acceptable for me. I wouldn't mind having Classic Storm and Jubilee like that.
Yeah. I know a lot of people are love that Banshee.
The other one's just also a little bit of a harder sell just because that's not the look of Gambit or Banshee or Psylocke anybody wants.
But that's probably the only Banshee we're getting for a long time. Because Dwight hates Banshee, and he said that proper Banshee is going to be his retirement figure.
We may get the Banshee that's in the comics right now, because you're not reading Legion of X. So there's a god hanging around the X-Men. She's red.
Oh Jesus! Here
and
we go.
Banshee's her herald. He has a flaming skull like a Ghost Rider now.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
Doesn't sound great to me.
He's called Vox Ignis, I think. Yeah, that's his current code name, Vox Ignis.
Yeah, that looks bad. No thanks. I'm excited about the teases though. Frickin' The Rose is probably happening. It's going to be a new Bendy Wire figure next year. Probably a Doc Ock. Please, God, I hope a Doc Ock. Frickin' Ch'ode coming.
Here's a different look on Vox Ignis.
And somebody with a golf club. Who could that be? Who in Marvel uses golf clubs as a signature thing? Tell me, Christopher.
Oh, fucking...
Do your job, monkey!
No, that's a DC character.
Mm-hmm. It's not Sportsmaster.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Did you see Punisher, what the fuck? Preternia tweet he's like, I have one request. And it was Chad, and then it gets
yeah, that was crazy.
It's gotta be. He had to have known. Like, there's gotta be.
I've never even heard of Chad before that day, but now I'm hyped for him.
I don't know. I hope it's pronounced Chode. I really do. I read it as Chode, and as soon as I did that and saw what it looks like, I was like, yeah, I gotta buy that one.
Yeah, that man looks like a Chode.
I'm trying to think.
What's your take on the Dorkside death?
I've never bought anything from Dorkside. It's an unfortunate thing to happen.
I only know them as being the Fwoosh used to plug them at the front of all their videos. They were sponsored by them for a very long time.
Startimus also used to plug them all the time, even recently, I think. But I know them as one of the places I was able to see in stock 30-minute mission skits, and so that sucks for that one. But I have like 4 reliable sources for that, so it's not really an issue.
Yeah.
Remember that name because it will come up again pretty soon. Spoilers.
Yeah. Good week for toys. Fuck toe articulation though. I don't like it. It's overhyped bullshit.
Like I said, I think the only person who really needs it is I don't know. You know what? There's a classic pose that Thing would always do, and that the Hulk would always do, where he's got his toes bent and like pushing stuff. So it's nice for that. I don't mind it. I think it's necessary for Spider-Man. Truthfully, it's absolutely necessary for him to do like some of his classic poses.
I mean, I've seen good photos of the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man that used the toe articulation. It's just never worked for me for more than a couple seconds.
You just need to get good at posing. Also, I don't want to say this is it. I don't want to say this is the guy for the golf club, but this is the one thing I've gotten that seems pretty significant. Especially because we are dealing with a lot of X-Men characters. This is Mask. He is a Morlock mutant, and he was recently important in the comics.
Oh my god. Isn't that like just a very recent look for him though?
Bro, that kind of looks like Ozzy Osbourne playing golf.
They make that look for him, and just all the old fucks get mad because it's not his classic look, whatever the hell that is.
It's him in a purple robe.
Oh.
Yeah, no, like in Dawn of X, this is what he's been doing. He's a doctor in Madripoor. So that may be it. Like, I am getting more and more confident that this is it because A, they're doing a lot of mutants, B, they're doing a lot of like deeper cut mutants, and B, on Marvel Wiki, his paraphernalia
alphabet, bro,
is a golf club.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to do a big push for the 60th anniversary of X-Men next year.
There's also the fact that the golf club that is shown is a putter, and this is what that guy is in the
That looks like a driver.
It's too flat to be a driver.
It could be the side of the driver, but it looks like it rounds off.
It could be. I don't know. Either way, this is the one.
It's 100% not a putter because a putter always has the bend right there that you see, and the drivers usually don't.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Chris. I went to golf camp for 1 year, and now it's just.
I did too. Fuck off.
Oh, I don't. Were you there?
No, I went. I did it in fucking Crescent City.
Oh, wow, the shittier city.
It's way too late for this. Oh god, it's got to be the funniest shit since David Lynch's Weather Report.
Good Lord, Jesus.
Boys, we like them.
Have we run out of energy again?
Yeah, I think it's probably now time again.
It is midnight. I think that makes it a show. So, hey everybody, subscribe to True Buster on YouTube and follow them on Twitter at BusterBlueyFree because they couldn't stay for half the fucking podcast. Snowcone, where are you on the internet?
Instagram, never_robot.
You gonna post new figure photography soon?
Yeah, I'll probably be taking some pictures of the Skeletor, and I'm gonna build a Lego set either tonight or tomorrow.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it. I got back into figure photography to do my top 10 photo set and some other stuff I'd been meaning to do, so it's going to be popping off on the Modular Instagrams. How about you, Boingo Rider? What are you posting to Instagram?
Hopefully this week. I'm gonna get the area where I'll take photos of toys cleaned up, and I'll pull out some guys. I'll pull out my Ghosty Bustos and my Sleepwalker, my thing.
Oh man, we can get a whole fucking little figure photography group going. We can have one of those stupid hashtags. Join the movement, everybody.
Jesus. But no, I'll get them. I'll post them on Instagram eventually. I'll also post them in my Discord server, so you can join that. Link in the description. And hey, you could also follow me on Twitch, Boingo Rider, at twitch.tv/Boingo Rider, and at Boingo_Rider at pretty much everywhere else.
Nice. I'm the Vacuuminator. I make YouTube videos about things, mainly tokusatsu, mainly video essays. You can find them at youtube.com/thevacuuminator. I'm also on Twitter until that site implodes. That's at the Vacuuminator. And I'm on Tumblr for when that site implodes. That's thevacuuminator.tumblr.com. And I'm on Instagram posting figure photography. Probably back to posting every day by the time you see this. I've been on a little bit of a unprompted hiatus just because I ran out of photos. But like I said, I got a backlog now. So go follow me at _Vacuuminator. And folks, don't forget to support Modular Media. Give this video a like, comment down below, subscribe, ring that bell, all the good stuff. Join us over on the Reddit. Oh, that was the thing I forgot to fucking bring. I'll tell you about that after I turn off the recording, guys. Fucking support the channel. Yes, goodbye. Thank you for joining us.
Yay.